Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fact check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Oh, sugar level, fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
How we wrapping up the week in grand style here on Sammy Flex TV, and of course I have my soldiers seated for us to do it. I believe that you are also ready to wrap up the week with us. Your weekend is going to be sweet as much as you've gathered all the apple here on Sammy Flex TV. Seated, Roland Amate is here from Shagzy Event Publicist. I also have the Nation's blogger Kobe Josvan. They see how the influencer now can say that Kobe Josvan, influencer, blogger, and pundit. And of course, in Team Do Solomon Chemo is also here, online manager. And for your digital solutions, his Team Dosu Solutions ready to guide you. Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of our shows. You are welcome to join this. This is Showbiz Daily. Tap Tap Send is still here with us. If you are thinking about sending money from abroad to Ghana, look no further. Just go straight into Tap Tap Send now. Download the app, put in your promo details, and remember that you are sure going to send money with ease. To our people in UAE, I'm talking about Dubai. It is time for you guys to also use Tap Tap Send because it is running in your country. Go ahead and make some good money whilst you are still sending money to others. Now, I want us to start with this story. We've seen posts, commentaries, news stories about Snoop Dogg, who is alerting us that, or alerting the world that now smoking is going to be a thing of the past for him. Even in saying this, some people are still doubting him. I've seen other people who are also supporting it, and those who also say, oh, if Snoop says he's not going to do it again there, they too. Am I and Sasso, we're also not going to smoke again. At least I've seen Kelvin Boy. He says, me too. I saw Kelvin Boy, he said, me too. And I think I also saw Mickey Mill. Mickey Mill is also saying, yeah, his doctor has also been warning him he should also quit smoking and all. But people are doubting. Okay, so there is it. It says, after much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time. in all the posts, but they are never sitting. Respect my privacy at this time, you know. It says I'm giving up smoke. Respect my privacy at this time. Who's saying in your Bema? In fact, Ghana's brother, Mick Mills, named about Wassum, and I'll say I'm gonna go to Dubai. Why does he have to go to Dubai? I'm gonna go to Dubai and completely stop smoking. I'm gonna follow Snoop. My doctor said I got a little bit emphysema in the chest. If I don't stop smoking, it cuts my lifetime in half. I was addicted to the nicotine, and this new weed got too many chemicals and too risky to play with my mental. I'm not sure Richie has seen. Oh, I'm glad Richie who you are. Trendiest, aka Kelvin Boy. Or see me too.
Why did he add crying?
Say the Yazuja. I see me too. I have also stopped. But why do you think people are doubting them? Let's start with the main figure in this. That is Snoop Dogg. I'm more count the person more confident they bring because not they had their chance to say it, but they didn't say it. After someone had said it, now they are coming to say this and that. Why do you think people are doubting Snoop and the rest of the people?
The rest of the people, we don't believe them. But with Snoop, I think some people would doubt, and you can't fault them because you see there are some people in which certain habit is synonymous to them. Because looking at somebody who has gone into a smoking competition with somebody and won there.
Who is that, Snoop?
Yes, with Wiz Khalifa.
He went into smoking competition.
Yes.
How did they do it?
On stage, Wiz says he smokes like as at that time, I think it was about 2 years or last year somewhere. He said he now sees himself as the best smoker, or so the person who can smoke more. And people were telling him, no, you can't, because when Snoop started smoking, he was a toddler. And they found themselves on stage. I think the people say they are related or so. So they found themselves on stage and they said, okay, uncle and your friend say, nephew, let's do it.
Do it.
They started puffing until Wiz Khalifa gave up. And Snoop was puffing. And he's been into some of this weed business in recent times. So yes, sometimes, and with the way he speaks about weed and smoke, nobody would wake up and think that Snoop is going to come out with such a statement. Me, when I first saw it, I did not see it on his page though, but when I first chanced on it, I said it was a prank. Until I went on his page and I saw it and I was like, well, we can give it a try. You know, some of these people, and the reason why he would add, please respect my privacy, is because he knows so many people wouldn't believe it. And people would want to even test him as to which the reason that is making him say some of these things there. Some of them he can't put them out like publicly like that. That's why he had to code it and say with much consideration and conversation with his family. Perhaps it could be because of his health. Perhaps it could be because of certain things that he wouldn't want to share. Either way, it is still a conversation between he and his family, and he would want the public to know. So people who would want to test him should respect that decision and know that yes, he can't go into competition because that competition that he went with Wiz Khalifa started on social media. It started on social. It was just a social media conversation, and it became a reality. So if you would also want to push him to that side, please respect him and know that probably he will not be able to go that tangent again. Because he is trying, and we know these habits, when you cultivate them for a long time, it is not just a day decision for you to say, I am backing up. So some people would doubt, because if you are looking for one of the best and biggest smokers in this world, Snoop will, even if you choose 3, Snoop will be one of them. So definitely some people would doubt. And you can't fault them. You can't fault them. So yeah, it's just like we waking up today and Iron Mike Tyson says that he stopped cultivating weed. Like some people will look at it and say, "Ish." Then these are what we call news. They hit you as something. Yeah, this is news. This is what will make you question them. Okay. As for the Kelvin boy and the McMill there, those people
are grown.
Even if they decide today, cry, it will be more easier for somebody like Snoop with his approach and how he announced it than even the two of them.
Okay, copy just one. Do you think it will be easy for all the people that we've mentioned so far to really drop their puff?
Well, it's not going to be easy though, but why do we also think they can't make that decision to stop? It is a personal thing, and if indeed they want to, make that decision or stand, they can truly make that decision. But what will make us consider, or maybe have some doubt, is the level of addiction. And if you're addicted to something, it will take a conscious effort for you to make a certain stance. So based on A, B, C, D, so I want to stop. And especially when you have issue with health. At some point that you think, oh, I'm getting some health sickness or say health issues that one way or the other is going to affect me moving forward. I can make that stand. But and it will sound funny because of the figure involved. Like someone like Snoop telling us all of a sudden I've stopped smoking. Obia or the smoking or the dinagro or on the one. So it will sound funny. But let us not try to make the whole thing seem say to me. If he has indeed made his mindset say he wants to stop, the underlying word here is the mindset, conscious mindset, say he wants to stop, he will stop. Of course. But we shouldn't also forget, say, he has a business doing with that, a company that to the cultivation of this cannabis and other stuff, the marijuana and other stuff. So others too are seeing it to be like a business or a publicity or an advertisement avenue for him to market his business. It's a bit maybe, so why will he come around this time and say this? Right now he's saying this, everybody is talking about it, and I'm sure people will start searching about the name, and they will get to know that he has something relating to what he's talking about. So at the end of the day, he is doing an advertisement or marketing for his business, so it can be a marketing strategy. And I've read so many comments, and people are saying for someone like Snoop to say he's not gonna smoke, it's like earth without water, and it's true. Because we know where the kind of figure that we are talking about, someone that he can't feel comfortable without not smoking, someone who is so addicted to the extent that everything that he has to do, he has to come with smoking. So it will sound funny, but personally I would take it to be a marketing strategy for his business. But for him saying he wants to stop there, I don't think, even if it has to be a decision, I don't think it's gonna be now. Maybe it will take some quite years coming for him to make that decision. But we shouldn't also forget, he is a human being, and if he is ready to make that move to stop, of course he can do that move and stop.
I see. Well, Chamo, I'm sure you can wrap up this conversation.
Yeah.
Why do you think people be making fun of this social media? People are just laughing over it.
Yeah, it's simple. It's because of his nature, what he has done, and what he represents. In fact, he has made it look like wherever you see smoke, you can replace smoking with Snoop Dogg and you will not be wrong. Like if you want to tell somebody that I smoke, don't say that, say Snoop Dogg.
I Snoop Dogg.
I Snoop Dogg. It's the same thing. To the extent that I remember I watched one of his interviews and he was saying that he smoked at the White House. So in fact he didn't really explain it. So people were even saying that he smoked with Obama at the time that he visited Obama. I think in his second term, Obama's second term, he paid a visit to the White House, and then he came out to say that he smoked at the White House. So people were saying, so Obama too, he smokes. Yes, he smokes, because Snoop Dogg was saying that. Later that he said that, oh, he told them to excuse him, and then he went to their washroom to do the smoking before he before he came there to talk to them and all that. So he's so addicted that it will be surprising for us to wake up one day and he says that no, I'm no more going to smoke. That's why people are feeling that way. And yeah, I agree. I think it will be difficult for him to stop smoking than even smoking killing him. Because addiction is not an easy thing. It's not a joke. So yes, sometimes you may even have the will to say that you have stopped, but the withdrawal syndromes and the things that you go through before you can say that I'm clean, some people are not ready to do that, so they will give up and smoke till they die, or even something relating to smoking will kill them. So people will be surprised, and me when I saw it in my head, it was a prank. Like I didn't even go and check on his page like Snoop Dogg. Oh, it's a prank. That's what was in my head. But hey, he is the one posting it, so let's watch and see if he can do something about it. It will be a miracle if he can do that. I mean, for me, I think it will be a miracle. But let's watch him. Yes, what you say there, you can say it, but let your actions speak.
Your actions speak as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Let's move on to another close story to what we are talking about on the Snoop Dogg. This is EL, aka Elom Adabla, who is a known musician here in Ghana. And remember, some time ago, he said that he went to US of A and he was doing delivery service and blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. It became a discussion that, how can a successful musician, winning Artist of the Year, leave his music career down or put his music career down, go to the US of A to do delivery? Today, the gentleman is back telling us that really and truly, he did not go do any deliveries work in America. Rather, it was a lie. Therefore, he's apologizing to everybody who also was, whoever was led by these lies. He's apologizing. And I want to ask that, what will make him come out to apologize after saying this? And it's been long, like, now he's apologizing. I think he even came back to say it was a lie though. But now he's apologizing. Beyond saying it was a lie, now he's apologized. What will make him come back to do this? And again, will this apology make any difference in how those who judged him, or how those who have seen him like this will take it? It says, done a lot of things, but one thing I'm really sorry about is lying to my fans on that interview. Love my aliens too much, and you all don't deserve it. No more stunts, I promise. Now it allows speculations. Okay, because you were not so straight, you can allow people to speculate on what really is happening. Well, maybe I can start this with you.
Yeah.
Number one, why do you think the gentleman will come to apologize at this time? And again, will this apology do anything to start with?
Oh, he's still feeding into no more stunt, but he's still doing the stunt.
He's still stunting.
Yeah. Me too. There are a lot of things going through my head. Like, why will you come out and do something like this? The only reasonable thing that it is coming to me, like what is coming to me is, oh, he's just continuing the thing that he's promised not to do again. Because even if you lied, there was no need to come back and say you lied. That's the first thing. Okay. Now you apologize that what you said was a lie. Okay, fine. It has taken time, and now you are saying that you are apologizing to your fans for what? For what exactly? Because doing delivery in US, I mean, some people,
it's
that's
no crime.
Yes, some people, that's their job. But for your status, maybe it will sound like, how come that you got to that stage? The journalists at that time couldn't push you to even say more. So now, if there's anybody to apologize, I think it's the journalist who should come out and apologize, not him.
The journalist?
Yes.
For
not probing enough after him lying on that show. And the journalist let it slide like that. And then after that, we are just sitting somewhere. We will say, "It's a baby." Then you come out and say that it was a lie. Okay, fine. It was a lie. So what? Because that's what some people do. It's a job some people do. So if you went to US and do same, what is wrong with that? Yes, you said you didn't do it. Let it get like that is the end of the story. What again? So if you come out and use the same line and say that you are apologizing, no, you just want people to still remember the lie that you told. That's what you are doing, because nobody is calling for apology. When you said that you lie, I never saw anybody tweeting, commenting, or even saying that you have to apologize for lying to us. I never saw anything. Nobody, nothing. So why do you come out and say that you are sorry again for? So now what is he looking for him to say that, okay, my people have accepted my apology or whatever? Like, what is he looking for? I think he's just going through the same stunt again. And instead of him doing that, I think he should concentrate on his music career. If indeed he's ready to, I don't want to say come back, like if he's ready to
continue
to make impact as he used to. Yeah, that I think that's the right way.
Right.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
politically right.
Yes, if he really wants to make the impact that he used to make for some time before going off, for some time now he's trying to push things. I think he should rather be focusing on that instead of fancy the stunt. I think the stunt thing is still in him. He needs to, if he is not addicted like Snoop Dogg, then he needs to do something better so that we will not even talk about it. There's no need for him to come out and apologize again. It's needless unless he's just using it to still fuel the lie that he told some time ago. Yeah.
Well, Kobe, continue from there.
Brother Sammy, I want to take it from a different angle. I mean,
Please do.
Chemo said the journalist should apologize. There's no need for any journalist to apologize. In this modern world, even the media houses are also changing trends. So at the end of the day, the journalist had the news, and he got the caption that he needed for him to also trend. And two, why is EL also apologizing? On record, at least people say there was a day he lied and he came out boldly to apologize. And it always takes strong people or mature people to accept their mistakes and apologize. A lot of people go wrong and they think that apologizing or maybe saying sorry will make people belittle them or what. Yes, but he's trying to say, despite whatever that you think, I fought, and this time I'm letting you know, say I'm sorry and I won't do that. And the existence, or I mean the magnitude of any artist depends on the fan base. Without your fan base, who are you? So it is the same fan base in over here at the point that even when people are rallying against him, say they won't support him, they want to blacklist him or what, it is this same fan base who support his music career. I won't be also surprised if there's a new project coming out and he needs attention. Right now people are saying,
and he's using the same formula.
The same formula is going to help. Isn't it the same EL that we are discussing today? What if he didn't come out to apologize? We wouldn't have been sitting here mentioning the name EL.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, the name EL is flying out there. Right now, if there's a new project out there and it matches the tastes and preferences of the people, it just match and the follow people will be jamming to it. Already the industry is choked down, the airwaves is more or less being controlled by 2 or 3 people. So right now you have to set your groundswell, create some kind of conversation around you before you serve the people the food. And if the people are ready or okay with the food, why not? They will enjoy. Yes, they will enjoy and even expect more from you. So I see it to be like a business strategy for a new project coming out, and I won't be surprised if he double up with a new project or a single. So nothing wrong. At least maybe that one will be a strategy for him.
Okay.
Stance or prank that people will think is all part of the game. Everybody any strategy. If you think that one will go for him, let him use. After all, that is what will sell the brand and what push whatever project that we want to come out today. So nothing wrong with that, personally.
Well, Roland Amate will wrap up this particular topic before we move on to the next one.
Aluta continua.
Victoria Aseta.
Kaish. We are just continuing. Nothing.
So you guys think what he's not sorry?
Whether he's sorry or not, he's just continuing what he started.
Continue what? The guy is telling you I won't do it again. He's just continuing.
He's continuing what he wanted to create controversy. When he said it the first time, it became topical. When he came to say that was a lie, it became topical. This one too, he's apologizing on which issue? The same issue. It's topical. Let's continue. Next time he will bring another thing, add it to it. Oh, on the day when I said I was lying, assume himself was there. He was the one who said say it like this, say it like that. Because the day that he said it was a lie, he said he sat down with some of his team members
and planned
it. So the next phase, the episode 3, will come with people who helped him in cooking that particular stunt. We continue.
You give credit. And credit. You give them credit.
Oh yes, the people who featured in those stories will all be mentioned. You understand? So we are continuing. But you see, the other side is that you don't control how people receive some of these things. That is the sad part. There are some,
and how they would interpret it as
exactly. Well. There are some people who would see this and know that okay, well, it is one of them things. Let's move on. And there are some who also take this to heart. Some people would not take you serious again. It is there. The only thing that will make sense is for you to bring out a product that people will like. That's all.
Bam.
That's all. All these talking, coming to apologize, coming to do this. See, if EL had not apologized and brings out some product and like that people would love and they jump to it today. You see all what he said that he's even coming to apologize. Nobody will even now we don't even remember it until he brought it. Like we've already discarded that matter crowd. He is the one bringing it up. So you see this apology, people will not use it for anything like that because the people who are disappointed will not reverse that disappointment based on this. They won't. The only thing that will make this apology make sense is bring them what made them love you. That's all. If you like, continue to apologize every day and don't bring something that they like. They will still not mind you. Maybe he's bringing this apology because he thinks that okay, recently he's dropped 1 or 2 and it is out of that disappointment, which is why people are not minding him. But it is not true. It is not true. Even in the football fraternity, we have some nonsense people who are even being loved. Why? Because they are good. Eric Cantona fights on the pitch. Like
Balotelli was one of such people.
Exactly. And the Italian national team. The Italian national team is one of the hardest. See, when it comes to national team collapse, yet he was leading them as their head striker for tournaments. So you see, when you are doing the thing that people love, say, most of the nonsense that you do, unfortunately, are being swept under the carpet.
Or they don't even look nonsense.
They don't even look nonsense to them. So what he thinks, if in his mind he thinks that because of what he said or what happened the other time, it has caused some form of stain or disappointment to the people that they are not minding him in his recent release. It is not the case. He should just find his mojo. He should find that EL baby. He should find it back. And the people will not mind whether he went to abroad to go and wash plates or even scrub the gutters. They won't even mind. For crying out loud, people are streaming people's songs. What kind of insults doesn't somebody like Portable rain on people?
Yeah.
Yet he even has large following to the extent he recruits boys to even help them. He brings them up. What kind of insults doesn't Shatawale rain on people? Look at who has the biggest fan base in Ghana. Now Sarkodie, if you do, he will give it to you. Yet he has people patronizing him because he is giving them what they want. So aside that, see, if you write apology every day, and you don't give them what they want, you will still release and they will come and look at you. Now after the apology, they will ask you, what's next? After this apology, okay, we've heard you. What's next? Is this what made us love you? No. So until you bring that particular thing back, the apology there, it will not land anywhere. It will be like a seed on stone.
Okay.
Nothing.
I was also thinking about this. For behind the scenes, in terms of records, in terms of information, maybe he's going through some 1 or 2 blockades with that story online. No, that's what I'm saying. All these things will give us room to speculate because maybe he wants to make some move. But anytime you mention your name, he say, "Oh, you are a delivery guy in America." Maybe being a delivery guy in America might not make you qualify. It could be any other thing. It could even be a woman. Maybe you can't. That the parents say, this boy he was doing delivery.
You see, you can't rule that out. But you see, it is not about him saying he was a delivery person. That wouldn't be the conversation. The conversation would be about his credibility. He coming out to say he lied.
But
if he had left it as when he said, "Oh, I did delivery," and had not come out to say, "Oh, I lied," the conversation would have ended there. Nobody will come and who was even doubting EL went to do delivery in abroad? Who was even doubting? Nobody.
Nobody thought about that.
Nobody. Now you came to shoot yourself in the foot by saying you lied. You came to shoot yourself in the foot. Nobody forced you. Nobody. And even the people that you are saying because of that it is blocking him from. Yes, we can't rule that out. But the bottom line is, if he brings a project that those people would love, you see that disappointment, they won't even remember it. They won't. That person that will probably come and say, "Oh, because you did delivery, that is why I'm not giving you this and that." They won't. It will not even cross their mind. If you are giving, if EL has the banging song right now, and you need him for your show, you come and tell him that he did delivery abroad. Hey, even if he was scrubbing gata, you will bring him. You will bring him.
But the last time I checked, he also come from very, very influential home.
Yeah.
So I don't think that thing will affect him in any way. What I suspect is that he is trying to fuel what he started. Maybe he wants to bring out another project, thinking that this time around it will blow. But he should rather concentrate on the project that he's bringing out than concentrate on stunts and talking like this. I don't think this will help him if he really wants to be in the music business as he used to be. This one will not help him. He should just focus on doing project and let's see how people will receive it instead of going the stunt way.
So you see this to be another stunt?
Yeah.
Well, interesting stories coming up. Let's move on to our next business, and Black Sherif is in the news. What is the story this time? The story is about his legal tussle with cruise people. The last time news reports came out telling the world that as it stands now, the court in Ghana where the hearing was being done has put out the case saying they don't have the jurisdiction to rule over it. That is what the real issues are. But out there, the story is still Black Sherif's case has been thrown out by the court, thrown out like as if the case had no merit in it. Meanwhile, Understanding behind the scenes tells us that what it means is that the court does not seem to have jurisdiction over the matter, because according to the facts, the company that signed on behalf of Black Sherif, really, in fact, we all saw it when the case came out. We all saw that the company was based in UK. They signed on behalf of Black Sherif. So what it means is that it will be very difficult for you to try them here in Ghana. Where would you get them? How are you going to get them? Because Black Sherif himself, his signature is not on the project, on the contract. Therefore, they would have to get the company through him to respond to some of the queries that might have arisen or that might be arisen in court. As it stands now, what will be the solution? Especially now that we are also gathering information that cruise people, they say they are sure going to stretch their limit to make sure this case comes to a successful conclusion. What did they do wrong that, as it stands now, the court does not seem to have power over the case? I don't know if Richie would want us to read some materials. If there is, we can read them and we go ahead to continue with the discussion. It says, court dismisses lawsuit against Black Sherif over cruise ship performance. It says, the High Court in Adenta has ruled in favor of Ghanaian musician Black Sherif, dismissing a lawsuit filed by Cruise People Limited. Cruise People Limited had sued Black Sherif over an alleged breach of a performance contract for a cruise ship show in Athens, Greece, which was scheduled for August 19, 2023. Cruise People Limited, led by promoter Daniel Vanderpoy, terminated a contract before the event, citing publicity breaches. The promoter demanded a refund of the $20,000 deposit from Black Sherif management, leading to a legal battle. Black Sherif's legal team, represented by Dominic Brenya Ochre, Kenneth Parkwesi Adri, and Esther Aden of Sam Okujeto and Associates, argued that the dispute resolution clause in the contract mandated any conflicts be settled exclusively in the United Kingdom. So who prepared the contract? What does it mean? The guy, it means the guys prepared it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they say it should be resolved in the United Kingdom, it means the guys prepared it.
It could be that these people, the cruise people, prepared it, but they will, the guys at the other side will suggest certain things in it, and according to what they are saying, the suggestion or one of the clauses in the contract was that if there's any issue at all, they will settle it in United Kingdom. When you write a contract, that's the last bit of it. All contract, you have to state where you resolve the if any issue crop up, where you are going to resolve it. Mostly is the last part of any contract that you read. So that last part is saying that according to the report that we have, if any issue arises, they are going to resolve it in the UK. Yes.
Okay, Rich, I'm sure we can continue with the reading of the story to the end, so we come back to discuss it proper. It says representatives of the Cruise People Limited fought off this claim, insisting the court had jurisdiction to handle the case because both parties are Ghanaians and ply their trade in Ghana. The court, after ordering written submissions, granted Black Sherif's application on November 16, stating that the dispute's connection to Ghana was minimal. The court further struck out Cruise People Limited lawsuit, clearing Black Sherif of any pending legal action. A source close to Black Sherif suggested that if Cruise People Limited pursues the case in the proper forum, they would counterclaim for the full contract sum, interest, and damages for breach of contract. This victory marks a significant legal resolution in the Cruise People saga, allowing Black Sherif to continue his career unhindered. Ghana. If you are for you, even the Brofu even shows. If you are against you, the grammar, the right. The tone. Chamo, this one, the those legal solution, you guys should come to work.
Yeah.
What is happening? What is happening?
Okay, so they did not even go into the real case, real matter. No, this was just at the technical level. In the contract, according to the report that we have, they are supposed to resolve any conflict that will come at the UK court, or they should do it in UK. So if you decide to do it in Ghana here, then it should be a special case. Maybe you go to UK and try to seek some form of relief that you want to do the case here in Ghana. Even that, both parties should agree before you can do that. So the surprising bit for me is that the cruise people. I'm surprised that they thought that they can do the case here, even though it is in the contract that they should resolve any legal issues in the UK.
They said because the two people are Ghanaians and they apply their trade here in Ghana.
Yes, that would be a good point, but the counter will be, why then did you put that in your contract that you resolve it in the UK? It's as simple as that. Now you think you have legal reasons, or you have a reasonable way to say that both parties live in Ghana, so let's resolve it in Ghana. But in your own contract, you are saying that you resolve it in UK. So what was the need for that? I think it was wrong for them to put such thing in a contract. If you agree that both of you live in Ghana here, why then would you put in that you want to resolve the case in UK? So I think they made a mistake there, and they should just follow that and do the right thing if they still want to pursue it. So the case, well, at this point, they did not go into the case. This is just a technical way to throw the case out. And Black Sherif's team, I think they did well. That's a way to defend your client. I mean, if there's a technical loophole, don't even go into the merit of the case, because you may win or lose. So for you not to even get there, you find a way to block it. So you don't even talk about it. And they do a fantastic job. Yes, that's so. Now if nothing at all, they are frustrating you. So can you go to the next step? If yes, why not? If no, and you see, according to this article, after blocking it technically, they are threatening him that if you do this, this is what you are going to do. Is a means of also telling him that please don't go, don't go to the next step.
If you go and you fail there too,
because if
they're also going to see you for breach of contract.
And the thing is that the way they are saying it, if they really meant it, they won't use technicality to block it. They will rather come up with that one and even get more. Because according to what they are saying, if they contest you, they are going to make more money. They have taken half of it. They will take other half. So common sense. Why don't you then pursue that, but rather telling the person that stop so that me too I'll stop?
Oh, for relationship.
Why will you even say that?
Your account fast and say, don't blow me,
blow me, me too, I'll blow you. Or in fact, I can blow you, by you, I won't blow you. So you don't blow me. That kind of thing. So for me, I think that one will not hold. I think they should do the right thing. I will advise Black Sherif's team, the lawyers especially, to advise Black Sherif to negotiate for a settlement. I think it's better to settle than to go to court, because each party will suffer. If you are going to the long haul, look at this. Black Sherif team, he has about how many? 3 lawyers. So if you are going to do the case in the UK, are you going to pay for the 3 lawyers to go to the UK, or you go and hire new lawyers at the UK to continue the case? It may even cost you more than the money that you are defending.
Fact.
It will cost you more than that.
Fact.
But if he wins, he can take more than that.
Yeah, so the risk that you are going to take, it's better that you negotiate. It's better that you negotiate. So I'll advise the lawyers. Yes, technically they won. I mean, they have won the case here in Ghana. But this is not the end of it. It's just a means to even blocking the whole issue, like talking about the whole issue. You just block talking about the whole issue. If they can find a way to penetrate this block, it will be another fight. And I don't think there's a need for that. So they should rather negotiate and then give back their money, or even give them, top up something small. If the cruise people are asking for more, I think now you have the bargaining power. After blocking this, they will also incur some losses. So for cruise people to, it will be in their interest to negotiate behind the scenes, because they are also going to suffer some cost. If they are taking the case to the next level, the same thing will happen to them. He needs to hire new lawyers, go to court, and then fight the case again and again. You also have that same tendency of winning or losing. So why do you want to go through that thing? So I will advise both parties to settle.
Okay.
They should find a way to settle instead of going ahead with this and that. Now the cruise people, their money is in there. Black Sherif, he has not lost anything as at now, because he took the money, didn't do the job, and the money is still with him. So you have that power to negotiate and say, Charlie, let me give your money back. Let's end it here, and then everything will cease. But if you are lawyers, the way the posture, I'm not happy about it. Their posture now,
as in Black Sherif lawyers.
Yes, because after getting this success, they are now threatening to sue and take more money. That's not a good posture. If you go that direction, the other party may also be angry and say, okay, let's go the long haul and let's see what will happen. So for me, I think it's better they settle instead of this back and forth. But yes, at this point, we can say that technically Black Sherif's team did a good job, because they were able to block it from the case to even go to the next level. Yeah.
Well, Ro, what have you also heard so far?
Yes, Ghana's Pontius Pilato has washed their hands off. You can't try this case here in my jurisdiction, because in your own contract you said we can't do it here. If the two of you agree that we live in Soto, but anytime we want to eat, we have to go to Aoshi to go and eat. And now Sammy Flex says, I can't go to Aoshi, then you become angry. That's what this particular thing means. So it's unfortunate. And you see, the moment I saw the case being dismissed, or I said, well, I realized that okay, this will be just some form of technicalities that were used. And indeed it showed even in the write-up. Because you see, it takes a lot. Even the best of lawyers will tell you to settle before than even taking it to court. The best lawyers will tell you, if there's any form or any option of you settling out of court, go for that option, than even letting it go to court for trials and all that. So if at this point the posture that Chemo is talking about Black Sherif lawyers, then I also would want to believe that for them to take this particular posture, you can call a bluff, but then you can't also joke with somebody whether it is bluff or not, especially when the person has been able to show you first pepe. Now, even if the person is calling a bluff, you can't even know for a fact that this is a bluff or the person means it. So as for that posture, well, it is within their right. They can do it, because as it stands, it is 1-0 in that score. It is 1-0
against who?
Against the cruise people. Because you went to report, you wanted to drag us, but now we've shown you that, Charlie, you self, it is like quote and unquote, you don't know what you're about. So because if you knew in the first place, then you would know where the case should even be sent to. But since you didn't know, then if you don't even know where the case should be tried or should be discussed, how would you even know the technicalities involved? And that is why that is what is giving them this confidence to take that particular posture. to say if you don't know and you want to even take it anywhere. They don't even mention the jurisdiction that you are supposed to take it to. They say if you don't know and you take it anywhere.
These are the consequences.
Yes. If you don't know and you take it anywhere, then you should also prepare for us, because yes, probably maybe this time you've wasted our time and we can pardon you. Because like the letter said, these are two people who live in Ghana and are Ghanaians and are applying their trade in Ghana. If you go into details as to why they are taking this picture, they can tell you that, oh, we just want to be generous, Charlie, for relationship's sake. Besides, we are all Ghanaians. Let's just respect ourselves and sleep. But if you want to waste my time the more, then I'll also waste your pocket. I'll also waste your pocket. And since it's a legal battle, it is 50-50. Everybody is taking the 50-50 chance here. You can lose or win, and none of these is certain even from the start. They presenting this particular option of the case being thrown out of court because the jurisdiction was even wrong. It was still a 50-50. If the court had looked into their proposal and also saw that, oh, even though you guys are giving me this, there's also this and that is even in the contract, the court could even throw their request even away and say, okay, yes, we can still do it here because of A, B, C, D, if that was stated in the contract, or if the other party had also come to counter with a different clause, which probably made more sense than this one. But since they didn't, that's what they have now. So for this one there, I would also wish that they would settle this out of court. But when you look at the posture of the Black Sherif lawyers, now I think the thing spoil. It don't spoil.
It don't spoil.
It don't spoil. Now, if there's even any chance of they even going to the cruise people for any form of out of court settlement being poor, I think that chance, that window is closing, and closing fast, because now they've realized certain loopholes, and before they even come out with such proposal for the court to dismiss, then it means that they will not even look for one optional or one arsenal. They will look for different ones that even if they send this one and you discard this one, they will bring another one to just come and frustrate you. So the cruise people should also learn from this particular encounter, and if they would want to pursue it, prepare very well, because you can't be disgracing yourself like this.
Well, Kobe Josvan would end that discussion. Then we look at the very last story for today, so we can run away from here.
Brass, I mean, personally, I wish they can settle just as my big bosses are saying, and do the negotiations. But I also want them to proceed with this issue, because yes, always I've been talking about this precedence thing. Sometimes people see it to be funny, but when we have a clear evidence or example to, turn it to be a case study, I'm sure those people who are also engaging themselves into that same trade would know how to play their cards well. Issues of the law comes with some technicalities. Sometimes you might have a case, but if you don't know how to play your cards well, it will go against you. And this is what brings in the smartness and the technicalities of this whole law. If you don't understand some of the clauses and some of the frames there, that same thing will be used against you. I heard my boss, Chamo, said trying it outside the jurisdiction of Ghana will cost them a lot, especially with the side of Black Hole. What if they are ready to outsource lawyers out there? And what if
the same thing?
Yes,
they will also take money.
Yeah, so they also take money. So
yes.
So for the other party ushering for another option, he is more or less ready enough to go in all. That is what personally I see from the side of Black Hole, because I've seen that they've more or less studied the case, find out whatever holes that are in the case, and they are going to, based on that same holes, to justify their means. And if they have to push it, they'll push it harder. So if the negotiation couldn't be, they should try the law. Let's test the law and see what happens. At the end of the day, whoever wins will also serve an example or a case for those ones who also venture in that same thing to also study from it. Because they are bringing some kind of emotion. We can say, well, let's go settle. After settling it, let's go for negotiation. After the negotiation and everything done, we will still hear a whole lot of conversation. Say, we is not happy about this. I intended not to accept it, but because of these people, let the Lord decide. If the Lord decide, we will know whatever happens. At the end of the day, if you think you are not okay, you are not settled with whatever the Lord says, appeal. Appeal na appeal. I'm going to tell at least we will get some clear stand. At least you can say this is what the law is saying. Because in negotiation there have been so many occasions that we've had some negotiation with legal issues, but irrespective, one will be okay, one will be satisfied with whatever outcome, the other wouldn't be okay. But in any matter, so we need to let the Lord decide, and we will know what come after. If you're ready to bear the consequences, if you're ready to war, then you should also be ready for the outcome, whatever consequences that come along it. So that is it. Yeah. And me, I'll be disappointed if the cruise people also let it go like this. I am out point about just gear hard and come. No one is.
No. Say your mouth point back. Whether you sit down, you continue to determine your strength.
Okay. So, brass, I mean, they should also go do their homework well.
You rather be advised to stay.
Magbone, or say Abono, he is now training hard and he's coming back. So if you think you are punch hard, punch hard, and you have to defend.
What did 37
anyway, and then you be bono. You be defend him. So at this point, and let's look it from this angle too. See, I know cruise people know. Musika will come on. Musika na will come on. Half of your money is there. 2, aside that, and so the lawyer contracting a lawyer and other things to come with another expenses, another money added. 3, one case that we know we will have a stand, trash, another wastage of time and money. So I don't think they will just leave it to go like that. So I'm not just supporting say Ntokwa, but Yema Mrani decided at least yes, you know, you in trust. Yeah, Mansun way at the end of the day, be BFing. So at Obia who is coming around such conversation or want to embark in so many things like this or anything related to such matter will know how to go back. Because anytime it's just a video, you needed to shoot a video and this one is saying it is not part of the contract. Let the Lord decide, and at the end of the day we will know what to do about it.
You see, as much as it is expensive to assault lawyers, if the case should be tried in a different jurisdiction,
it's like getting lawyers everywhere.
It's expensive. Now the thing is that whoever would want to pursue this, even if both parties would want to pursue this, anybody who wins can have the option of the other paying for the legal fees of the people that he employed. That option is there. So yes, I can say, okay, I'll go all out, and if I win, on top of the damages, you pay for my legal fees. It is also part. So yes, it may be expensive, but it will be more expensive for the person who loses the case. Because now they both know what is at stake, that it is going to cost a lot, especially hiring professionals to defend you or to do the job for you. Now that option of you paying the legal fees there, now it will be part of the damages and the reliefs that they will probably be seeking from the court.
Well, we pray that when it comes to matters like this, the right things are always done. I think this is not my first time saying it. I believe in people who go to court with their issues. If you have the resources, it's one of the things that I am a believer of, because when people are not happy with how their cases are settled, they can resort to so many evil things. Yeah, so if someone says, I want to go to the court, I always think it's one of the best options. As much as you have the Ingunagu, the Nafunagu to face it. If you have to face it, why not? Go ahead and let's see how it ends. Now, the very last story is another story of artist and label confusion in our music industry. For some time in our industry, label and artist confusion does not seem to be ending, or we don't see to be seeing the end of label and artist confusion. Now, fresh. Virgin label and artist, virgin label and virgin artist. Their issues are on board. Yeah, the virgins. The name of the label is Alkians Entertainment. And if you go online, everybody's saying, hey, the label boss is wicked. The label boss is wicked. And I think his other name is Abongo. Abongo is wicked. Abongo is wicked. And it goes on like that. And the artist is Malcom Nuna. Malcom Nuna is a Badin, that's one of the young, talented artists we have here in Ghana, who was doing well until the recent saga. What is the problem? The problem is simple. For the past about 2-3 years, these guys have been working together as a label and an artist. For some reasons, information we are getting is that the artist feels now he wants to go independent for some reasons. Nobody knows. And that has what has become a bone of contention here. To make matters worse, the label has taken the social media handle of Instagram that they got for him. They have taken their YouTube channel because the gentleman created another YouTube channel where he was uploading his video. Again, his streaming platforms. Now we see another name which is also enjoying or sharing royalties with the performer. And this person is DJ Ajwa. And as it stands now, some of us are privy to information that led to this confusion. And as it stands now, we also know, personally, I've received an itemized expenditure of everything in promotion of the artist Malcom Nuna. And I'm asking, how long are we going to be fighting this kind of fight? When it happens like this, what happens to some investors who have money and would want to invest into a music industry? In fact, when I went through the itemized bill, the dollars in there, like 2018, 2019, like almost and you blues kasa, you never betty yaka, or say, okay. Top information even tells me that a label, the label, okay, they are not a label, distribution, publishing, RPM or whatever. That's the
1 RPM.
1 RPM.
Yeah.
I hear they give them an offer. Yeah. They give them an offer close to $100,000.
Wow.
That they were supposed to sign so that investor would
Investor.
artists, yes, just how artists need to use. If all this money can come, no, I meant to me when I meant me here. How did it all start? It started from Twitter, and I don't know if my producer Richie Flex would want us to take the people through. No, I don't know if I shared some Twitter screenshots with you where someone was asking, So shout out TV News started this whole confusion. They started with, where is this kid, Malcom Nuna? Checked his stuff out, and it is now DJ Ajwa X him. What is happening? I need information. Still with label or not? Why do I suspect that this tweet was I suspect this tweet was one of such tweets. Like I won't talk about it, but you just go and ask. Just go and ask so that I can mention it. Well, so the moment Malcom Nuna got the passing through, through pass. That's what I want to say. Then when he got a through pass, no, the guy, I'm heading to. I am not with any label no more. All my old stuff been given to a certain DJ Ajwa I don't even know about. But on the bright side, got a new one, somebody. That is what Malcom Nuna's first response was.
With the link.
And he added his YouTube link just to tell you that Jumano has started. Then someone also came, Kasua Nuna Jr. So your Instagram wasn't hacked, it was taken. Also another through pass. Now, but taken alongside all my songs and YouTube channel, but we're coming back stronger. And Benny Biggie says it happens More things coming. You talented. Somebody is a jam. You know, at every point in time.
You get
You get a jam and a banger.
I'm
on fire.
Social media. Apu.
You get one.
Then a certain guy who has also been trending with his post, Kofi Kunta. I checked his page. I think he's also a musician. Then it says, Malcom Nuna's record label has taken everything. They took his over 200 Instagram account. They took the YouTube channel and changed the name to DJ Azunto or something, and they own all the songs. He can't perform them, and that is also a lie because I hear he's been performing. It says, hey, Charlie, this music business, shaking my head. Anyways, if you get a deal, know exactly what you are signing. A record deal doesn't necessarily mean you've made it. Kofi Kunta was also sharing his opinion, and this has gone viral. This Eric Tosca,
yes,
who says he's the former road manager of the artist, has also shared some information. Maybe Richie can make me read that, and we are good if he has it. Eric Tosca has been talking. He says he knows something that the label boss or the label might not be willing to share, but he is willing to share. Richie, can we get that? I should start for me as well. Eric Tosca has been talking. He says he's the former road manager. He was even supposed to. Yeah,
so officially, you didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
Well, me, I heard about it.
You didn't know, boss.
No. He told me when they
said you heard about it.
Yes,
that is different from knowing.
Oh.
Okay, let's read what Eric Tosca is also saying. He says, "I am speaking to you as a former road manager of the artist Malcom Nuna. Number one, he should put out the contract so we all see the details of the contract. If he has signed a devil's contract, as he claims. 2, the Instagram you are talking about, ask him why he has got no access. The management has been managing the account for 4 years. The management paid over $2,000 to get it verified. He was asked to pay the management of the account for cost of the verification, which he couldn't because he ain't got the money to pay. So he should stop putting false information. For a year now, he plays shows and receives full amount of the money. So why did the management stop him from performing the songs? The YouTube channel he's releasing songs on his own. The YouTube channel he's releasing songs on his own, and because of that, the management wants to differentiate between what they invested in and what he's releasing on his own. Hence the change of name in the DSPs. DJ Adjoa, not DJ Azonto as you claim. This will allow the management account for royalties of songs they invested in and exclude the ones he is releasing on his own. 5, if any young artist has access to an investor like this, we would have been competing with Nigerians. He was in secondary school when he had songs with Kofi Mole, Tulenke, Fameye, Yao Talk. He was featured on the biggest record in Ghana, Otanhuni Remix, which has big artists on it. When he completed SHS. Let me ask you a question. How many Ghanaian management has taken their artists at his level to Nigeria to do promotion? Which Ghanaian underground artist has his or her management fly them to Dubai, together with his trends, producer and videographer inclusive, to shoot 2 music videos? Me, road manager self, I was left behind. 8, check the number of music videos. Check the number of music videos he has and the quality of them. Do you know how much money it took management to shoot? I'll leave it here for now, but ask him. I'll leave it here for now. But
ask him for 4 years.
For his 4 years of being with
okay,
the
it's now here.
The last paragraph.
Okay, I'll leave it here for now, but ask him for his 4 years of being with the management. Has he bought food, clothes, shoes with his money? He got free laundry services for 4 years at his beck and call. I'll add a link to Benzo Remix for you to listen to which artist is on that record that he hasn't even had the chance to hear. And information I'm getting is that artist is Sammy, that the artist does not even know. So, how long are we going to be battling with artists and record label issues here in Ghana? We are closing. Let me start with the influencer, the blogger, and the pundit.
Brasa me today.
Yes, Chemo. I think every Friday the team gets to enjoy some freedom pizza. So this is it, freedom pizza. Last Friday we got our freedom pizza from our freedom boy, and today being another Friday, we have also gotten our freedom pizza. And so far we have done the first box. The second box is waiting to be done right after we are done with the show. So there will be a done, then there will be another done. Thank you, Freedom Pizza. You can also order for your Freedom Pizza. They are on Instagram as Freedom Pizza. They are located around Dakuman. They are adjacent Abiwanana pub. So anytime you want some pizza. Yeah, it is very thick. I love their bread. It's very thick. You take 2 slices, you combine them with me. Because that's what I did. 1, 2 with Coke.
You are done.
You'll
be good for the day.
Your weekend. Yes, let's go. Copy just van.
When issues like this happen, there is always 3 sides. The person's side, the accuser side, and the truth. At this point, everybody will narrate a story that will suit him or her. But irrespective of the 2 sides, we have the truth. And that is what only few will bear to even hear or even listen. Personally, I wanted to even advise, but I won't hear so before.
Oh, you can.
Because, brass, I mean, you see, these young people, when they are too too desperate to get a recognition, to become a global icon, to become a global star, they don't even care about whatever contract that comes. Whatever that they want, they say, Mame hate it, Mame mente se menjumi abono baby. The target say let me hear myself on TV, see myself on TV, hear myself on radio. Like everybody be mentioning my name. That is all that they care. But they don't have time to even read. Say what is even contract? What even funnies me say anytime they present any offer like this to them, they don't have a second thought of so let me even invite someone. So so at least the person can read, expert can read and even advise me on ABCD. It all boils up to the selfish interest. Or you be more so they will be innocent minded and go sign certain contracts, and at the end of the day you go against them. And sometimes when it happens like that, the whole conversation starts on social media. Sometimes when I see some of these things on social media, I ask myself, are they thinking that taking it to social media will help them solve the issue? It will rather increase the mockery and even the trolling and other stuff. Because nobody will sit on that social media platform and even add anything to it. Everybody will more or less share his or her idea. And upon all these ideas that they will share, you and I can bear witness that there will always be one truth. And it will be very hard for you to even hear that truth. Unless maybe you are close to certain people who are having that information that maybe you need to share. The same way I can. Eric Tosca is also saying the other side. And also the artist is also saying the other side. And aside all these sides, what for artists
Tosca wanko Dubai nibi.
Yes. Say Dubai yana kan.
Yeah. I see playing to Jan.
Yeah. Inti when you na can no netente kosi say. The make the young ones and they say when you have the talent, nurture yourself. I mean get people to nurture you. But whatever it is, when there's a contract in front of you, get an expert who will help you, break certain things down. Brofona ye can ho brass am your brofo. Your legal brofo back in you see say trasa. But there's so many meanings to it. So until you get someone to decode certain things for you to understand, You just think so it's just a paper. Especially when you are hungry, and when you are too hungry, if they present a food on the table, if you don't take it, you use your 2 hands to eat. Because I come here to watch it. Who is treating it? I come here do. So when you see anything like that, it's a contract, like I want to blow into a vape, you just think so. Let me just eat it anyhow and go my way. So whatever it is, I think the young ones should, study this case and take some lessons from it. Ebi mu befa, ebi mu nso fa. To that of the side of confidence of the investors. Investors the obeba, the omba. The oti business na se obeba. The also one in two-sided way omba. So me when I hear investor confidence and those people who understand the business and know how to go by it, irrespective of the difficulty, because at the normal circumstance in our own business there's profit and loss. At the point you run losses, but if you really know what you are doing, you equally push until you get your profit. So when you understand what you are doing, irrespective of the amount of money that you invest in, you know, so one day you break even, and at some certain point you get your profit. So those who will come will come, those who wouldn't come wouldn't come, but all being the same, at the end of the day, artists now quite young. So they should be careful how they play their cards well. And trust me, moving forward, it will help them. To the young guy too, it is not too late. He should learn his mistakes, no. Errors be or yeah. And sometimes, kwasiabuno, when the very moment they see a little money, na money at it, forgetting say, you be sick and so on the shame. When you were nobody, someone was injecting his money into you. You were looking nice, appearing on TV. Getting all the chicks that you need to also flex with. I know that you didn't consider, but at the moment you hear,
you got any girls.
oh, Baba Sammy.
I wanted to try.
Oh, and yeah, can you man?
Are you a musician?
I am a musician.
Maybe he's a disappointed musician. So,
got to be now so sign what they.
When someone invests in you, at the point that Sika Bima, don't be too aggressive. No, sometimes be human for once. Understand, say there was a point that you were doing certain things or you were benefiting from certain things that now we see can count. So if there is something coming in, at least there should be cautions, but know how to raise the flag, and don't let it seem say person will be quasi. If you tell me you move be yes you near too much. The other thing is your business, so we should take it from that side, and moving forward is going to help us. I think that's all that I can say.
Okay, Ro.
But one thing, my people too, brass. It is December is coming, and the event, what I'm saying is that if you want your quality and your best generator, we have rentals too. Okay. So you can rent our generator for all your events. Yes. Okay. Anointed Electrical Engineering Services. So come there for all your rentals. If at this moment you are not ready to, buy a brand new, but you want a rental for a certain period, come in and we'll get you sorted.
Okay, Ro, take us through it.
Rasame, it is so unfortunate. I wish when some of these conversations come on social media, like people would want us to see it and probably talk about it or give it opinions, they will put details to it. You see, one of the reasons why, yes, as much as Shatawale cancelling his Wolverhampton show was heartbreaking, was the details that were presented outside. Some people thought, if people were speaking too much, if people are saying things like you are giving lots of details, yes, you want people to understand something, so at least it will guide their judgment. But unfortunately, some people missed it. That's just by the way. So I would tend to agree with Eric Tosca. You see, the back and forth of they are doing me this, they are doing me that, they are doing this, they are doing that. At the end of the day, what do you seek to achieve? If you seek to achieve the people understanding the truth out of whatever you are saying, why don't you present them with all you have? Then you know that, okay, this thing that you are saying, indeed, the people are bad people. Yes. Because if you come and tell me, oh, the people are this, the people are put the two people left and right. And everybody would narrate, hey, they would, you clap for them. But at the end of the day, who is lying? There is something everybody will omit that will make them look good. And some of these issues, your question was, are we going to continue like this? Yes, we will. We will. Tomorrow, we will have another case. Is this the first of its kind in this industry? No. Is this the first of its kind even this year? No. There are plenty of them that even happened this year. So as to whether it is going to stop, no. It will only minimize when people begin to understand certain conversations in the trade that they've chosen. And this one goes to the artists as well as the investors.
The labels.
Yes. Because bekom. Now they started as, oh, let me help you. Let me help you.
Oh, but from the details I've seen there.
Oh, no. I'm saying, no, you see, before it gets to let's sign contract, Ubekom now started with let me help you until you've come the third time. Okay, let's officialize it. So when the moment they officialize it, you see the ones that were not strictly on paper, all those will not come into the official conversation when we want to officialize and continue. All those details will not come in there. You understand? So it will look as if that, oh, we started on a wrong foot, like we started on the right foot. But when you go into details, you realize that it started as a charity case and not business as they are all painting. So me, I would wish that as we continue, certain instances like this will be a learning material for people to try and understand the trade that they want to venture in. Because if you want to go into rice farming, you would want to learn, especially if it is not your area or your field of study. You would want to learn the risk involved before you venture. And we should treat the entertainment industry as that.
Such.
We should not go. Yes, we know every occupation starts with passion. Every else, we will not have farmers there. There are some farmers who are not earning as others, but still, because of the passion that they have for that particular profession, they are in there. And the entertainment fraternity is no exception. So if we venture into a certain business and before we even put a foot into it, we want to research, we want to know the risk involved, the pros and cons before we venture. Let's do that with the entertainment industry and not try and say, oh, and not treat it as entertainment, like quote and unquote, like we are just doing something for fun. If we see them like that, we go get them like that. That is why sometimes we are getting some of these cases. Some of these things, it breaks my heart because if you are an investor, now we eat 10,000, we eat 20,000, we eat 50,000, 100,000. At the ma sabi obi a wunim no, ana say ebi onye oba no onye obusuani. Se fashion nyoma ye bisa say nyumi a wodi sika ehye mi. O hwe ahe na obenya na wo mpo ntimi nya projections mpo. Na ochina bibi nkomo say ba. It is very painful. It is very, very painful. So me, I can't blame the artist that much. Besides, Obekom, no, there could also be certain conversations that he was also unpleased with. Obekom, so I can't also blame the label that much. Because Charlie, the risk, even with you saying, come, I want to put money that I can use to build 6-bedroom house at Oyibi to you without me even knowing the outcome tomorrow, is also something huge with the mind. So I can't blame any of them. However, I would wish, say, people would want to do due diligence, like say na ochina ye the contract be to honoma. We say akoye DJ Adwa X Malcom Nuna. Then it means that the label omunim ni omo ye. They know what they are doing. They understand the trade that they are applying. So they know, say, when you shift small, they know how to at least adjust themselves when the storm is misbehaving. so they don't their ship doesn't capsize. But you, the artist that you are going into, you did probably out of exuberance and excitement did not even understand what you were venturing into, and now probably going against you. Well, we hope for the best for the two of them, and wish, say, if they have a chance to settle this, they should just do it. If they think they can't, it is life. Everybody should just pick the pieces from wherever they both left off and move on.
Chamo, close the show for us.
Yeah, interesting one. This one, I think nobody is really talking about bad contract or something like that. I don't even see it from Malcom Nuna's angle.
Yes.
He's just using.
In fact, sorry, let me add this. A young lady who was with Malcom Nuna throughout all this journey, some people even thought they were related. I hear she's called Richie, please let me have the name now. Isa Kwam. Yeah, that is the Lisa Kwam. I hear she's very popular on TikTok.
Yeah, she's with the DWP Academy.
I hear she's really controlling numbers. Many even thought she was related to Malcom Nuna. At the time, people thought that was her sister or something like that. But the information we are getting from her even suggests that there is no contract or something like that.
Okay.
So let's read some of her tweets. She has also put out some tweets, obviously in defense. Well, she's also signed on to Arkan's Entertainment. Arkan Entertainment is managing her as well, maybe as a dancer, as a content provider or something like that.
Yeah.
Richie, let's see what she's also supplying to the public as much as this conversation is concerned before Chamo wraps up his contribution. Then we can say goodbye to start our weekend journey here on this note. Lisa Kwam has been talking as well. Maybe let me see what is here.
Interesting.
Chamo is getting interesting.
I think
it's really getting interesting.
The young
So these are some of the things she says. She says, I won't be quiet too. I remember how I played your song Staircase for my manager to support. He said he would help you, and we did. All this while, we did this thing as a family to help you. No contract whatsoever was involved in these 4 years. I was sidelined because it takes a lot to push a music artist. No problem. The results could have been bigger, but you said you could do it by yourself. It is very valid to take all our investment, Charlie. You should have left quietly. All this know they need. I really didn't want to get involved in this. But you of all people should know, coming out and lying about the facts and someone who supported you for 4 good years with no strings attached is not it. And of course, Richie will show you a photo of this lady we are talking about, as well as with their boss, Arkan's Entertainment. Richie will show you what we are talking about. Chamo, I'm sure now
it's okay.
You can wrap up now.
Here's the thing. The gentleman is not talking about bad contract or anything of that nature. Okay. Again, he's not even talking about I want my channel back or whatever. He created his own channel, meaning he knew or he knows that channel doesn't belong to him and he will not have access if he's moving on. I mean, so he's okay with what is happening, like on technical. But he is trying to use people's emotions.
Yeah, so this is the lady we're talking about, the Lisa Kwams and Malcom Nuna. And
so they were in the same school.
Yeah.
Now I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. But Malcom Nuna was at Ghana National. And that is the boss we are talking about, the wicked Abongo. That's the wicked Abongo. He's my contado. He's also called Nelson. Yes, Chabo. So
so the thing is, Malcom Nuna and his new team, I think they are just using some means to gather people to follow them morally and emotionally. He's not fighting the boss. I mean, from what is happening, I'm surprised that the other side, the record labels, people in there who knows the details are coming out. Malcom Nuna is just using the tactic of people should come on his side for him to build. Because yes, emotional. It's just emotional. From his post, he never said that they have to give me some money. They didn't give me. They have to give me nothing like that.
Indirectly, what he's saying is also going against the other side.
Yes, what he is doing is to solicit that emotional support for his side, and this is the strategy that he's using. It's not the best of strategies because you are making the other side look bad. That's what it is. But he's not claiming anything from the other side, or he's not even making it look like they have treated me bad. He's just saying that I've lost everything. Please help me. That's a strategy. From what he said, that is like I've lost everything. I have to start from scratch, like zero. So help me, kind of. That's what he's doing, and so it's like this is not really about contract gone bad or something is not right and we have to put it right. No, he's not claiming anything. He's just saying that I've lost everything. So if there should be anything, or the other side, the record label side should come out, I think they should help us with the reason why he left. They should they should come out to tell us why he left, if there's anything at all for him to. And if they do it like that, then Malcom Nuna will lose the emotional support if there's no better reason for him to leave. And Malcom Nuna is not saying it. Obviously, he may not have a strong case to leave. That's why he didn't say anything about I have to leave because they were not treating me good or whatever. He is not saying anything like that. His thing is that I've lost everything, please help me. That's his posture.
Yeah.
That is his posture. So I think the record label should rather come out with certain details to crash the strategy that he's trying to use. I mean, you can forget about those things and just move on. Do your thing. If you get it, fine. Don't use somebody to get wherever you want to go. Because if for nothing at all, he has helped you.
Yeah.
You are not saying anything like directly bad about him. You are not saying that the contract wasn't good. You are not saying that I was not getting my cut of the money that we were making. You are not saying anything. All that you are saying is that I've lost everything. So people are just using your posture as saying I've lost everything to mean that the record label, maybe they were wicked to you. They did not treat you right. It's just a speculation based on your posture. As obi peso odidu obi atam, but on can heba o now did you do obi atam. And then he's not coming out to say, hey, no, don't say that, because they didn't do this to me. He's just quiet, enjoying that.
Yes.
Support, emotional support, that
public
is
court.
Yes, that kind of thing.
Public sympathy.
Yes, that's what he's using. So I think the record label should also hesitate to come out like the way some people in there are coming out. Because if you don't take care, because Malcom Nuna is winning the public sympathy or the public support.
Oh, that's what he wants.
And that's exactly what he wants. This is what will happen. They will now fish out some of the loopholes in the things that the people
you did with them.
Yes, and then they will use it against you. If Malcom Nuna is not coming out to say exactly what happened there,
They should not rush.
you should not rush to also come out. Because people will just use what you are saying to fight for him. He will not even say anything. They say, okay, you did this, you did this. Why didn't you do this for him as well? Based on what you are saying, they will find the loopholes and use it to fight you. So me, I will advise the record label not to come out like that. If they will come out, it should be official and then straight to the point. Don't miss any words. Because people are just going to use those things against you. Malcom Nuna is not coming out because he may not have any credible or tangible things to say. That's why he's not saying it. Based on even his response, you can see that he he's not even talking about what happened there. It's about I've lost everything, so help me. That's his approach. So if anything at all, the record label should be very careful coming out, and especially the people in there like Eric Tosca and the lady as well. You see what the the things that Eric Tosca said. The only thing ringing in my head was that he was left here when they went to Dubai. And then for all you know, people will start saying that into one called Dubai and they will forget about the case. What is happening? Because they want to use something to fight for him. Because he's winning emotionally. So I'll advise the team members to as well. They should be very careful coming out. Like they shouldn't come out just like that until Malcom Nuna will say something. Then you come out to debunk it. Or you make a general statement that you didn't do anything wrong. The gentleman wake up one day and said that he's moving on. So if you guys have done him any wrong, he should come out. Like call him out to give the details. If he is not giving the details, then people will judge for themselves. But if you try to say things that you did for him, by all means there will be things that you didn't do, and people will use those things against you. So that's the advice I will give the record label. And those new artists coming up, this is really, really common. What happens most of the time is that when you are nobody, no one will mind you. When you get to certain point, then others, even 2 lawyers will come at your end advising you, one from Nigeria, one from America. Then they will advise you.
Shout out to last week, man.
Then they will advise you how to go about things. And unfortunately, it gets to them most of the time. Even on my level, the YouTube thing, when you start your YouTube with somebody, they will not say anything. When you get to a certain point, then somebody will call them and say, I can do better than whoever is handling it. And before you know, they will move to the person and something else will happen. So new artists should also learn, especially those who were not with you at the time that you were coming, and will only come when they see the success. Be careful with them. Yeah.
What a beautiful way to end the week. Oh, I didn't apologize even from the beginning. Yesterday we were out of the studio. We had to go out to do some 1 or 2. That's why we could not give you Showbiz Daily. We are sorry and we apologize for that one. Yeah,
so, I saw one comment there. The person was saying that he was my junior in secondary school. So yeah, shout out to him. Nice. I've seen the comment. So.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being a part of Showbiz Daily, Monday to Friday. Remember, the weekend starts, but still we are going to be with you here. Special thanks to Intim Dodo Solomon Chemo at the extreme end. In the middle is blogger, pundit, influencer. What do you influence?
Oh, I'm into social influence.
What do you influence?
Yes, like social impact. Some of the good things that will benefit society.
I feel like you influence zebra crossing.
Who is zebra?
Are you a zebra? Okay, so he is an influencer for zebra crossing. When I saw Kovice in Norway and he was still crossing the zebra. I said, hey, Kovice. Thanks to Roland Amate as well, to Digital Rasta. He's also called Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of our shows. My name is Sammy Flex. You have to subscribe to us because we have more videos coming up. Meanwhile, you are also going to tell the world about Sammy Flex TV. Real content lives here. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and get the rest of our Apple there as well. We will see you when we see you. Ta-ta.